Greetings, I'm Stephen Gray. I welcome you to my new YouTube series, which will also be available as an audio podcast on Anchor. The title for both is StephenGray Vision. So I'm very pleased to be doing this, and the reason I'm very pleased is because I'm passionately engaged in work associated with what you might call the need for a massive, widespread, and deep consciousness transformation on this planet. I've been engaged with this kind of work for quite a while, and I'll tell you a little bit more in a moment about how that is or what kind of engagement I've had. However, let me just put it like this for the moment. You could say that the karma of the human trajectory, the trajectory of human affairs, has reached an endpoint, a true crisis point, a nexus point. Nexus means there are possibilities of going either way, so to speak. So the dark side, I don't want to go into at this point. It's fairly obvious to anyone who's paying attention. However, there's this other direction that humanity can take, and as far as I'm concerned, that's the only sane attitude to take toward life at this time on planet Earth, is that we are ultimately capable of waking up to our true nature as human beings, as enlightened beings, and receive the gift of life fully in a state of peace and open-heartedness, compassion, etc. And that is what is needed on this planet. It starts with the individual doing healing work for themselves, and then hopefully, or inevitably, one would say, from that would come waves of vision and compassion going outward. So, I should say a little bit about who I am, just very briefly. I've been engaged, as I say, in this kind of work for quite a while, and in particular, the last 10 years or so, I've been co-organizer of the Spirit Plant Medicine Conference here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And what that has led to is me having a lot of connections with a lot of people who are wonderful spokespeople, and in particular for the psychedelics. Okay, when I say psychedelics, also entheogens and visionary sacramental medicines, and by the way, that includes cannabis. I have met a lot of these people. I have established relationships with them. They have a great deal to say about the situation that we're in, how psychedelics help, and again, in the larger picture, where we are going, where we need to go. I hope you would agree with me that the signs are pointing to increasing turmoil, lack of status quo stability on this planet. And as that happens, and it's already happening, of course, I'm speaking to you in the time of the COVID-19 virus at the moment, and we can see the incredible disruption that's been occurring in regard to this situation. So there's essentially two states of mind or attitudes you could take, one could take, and people are taking about this short-term and long-term situation. One is in the nature or in the direction of fear, anger, suspicion, despair, depression, that kind of thing. And however, on the other side, and they're not necessarily separate, some people are going to be wavering back and forth between them, of course, but is a prayer and a vision and the recognition that we do have the possibility of waking up to our true nature as human beings. And that not only do we have that potential, but it's now more necessary than it's ever been on this planet because of the situation that we're in. So, the purpose, again, of this series will be to speak with quite a few of these people, have discussions with them about all these topics. I may occasionally throw in a monologue of some ideas that I think people might benefit from hearing or seeing, as it were. However, here we are. This is our short introductory inaugural video for this series. And I hope you will participate in it, of course. I hope you will come and watch and listen to some of these. I hope you will subscribe. I hope you will share. I hope you will comment. This is not just Stephen Gray saying this for his own reasons, I think there are many people who would agree that the recognition of our state of mind and how the trajectory of human affairs has come to this point where it's no longer sustainable, but that we have this incredible potential for waking up and changing the vision of how people live on this planet is the most central concern of the times. So Let us move forward with this. Please join us. Blessings to you.